you. Thanks everyone for coming to tonight's show. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. For Black History Month, we are going to give little-known historical facts about, well, Black history. Sitting in our chair tonight is Dr. Madison Collison. Welcome to our show, Dr. Collison.
Thank you for having me here.
Tell us a little about yourself.
I have a PhD in American history with an emphasis on the Civil War.
And who are you going to talk about today?
I am going to present to you the first African American politician, Hiram Revels.
Please continue.
Hiram was born on September 27, 1922, to a mixed-race father and a white mother. After getting an early education in the South, Hiram traveled to the North to get the higher education that was denied in the South. In 1838, he moved to North Carolina to live with his brother Elias and apprentice as a barber. 3 years later, Elias died and his sister-in-law gave all Elias's assets to Hiram.
That was nice of her, I think.
Revels attended the Union County Quaker Seminary in Indiana and Knox College in Illinois. He was ordained a minister in 1845. As the minister of the African Methodist Episcopal Church, he faced opposition for preaching to an African American congregation. In Missouri, he was briefly jailed for preaching the gospel to his church members.
Was it against the law to preach to an African American congregation, Dr. Collison?
It wasn't against the law. But you have to remember, during slavery, reading was against the law. The Bible was used as a tool to justify slavery, and while church wasn't illegal, slave owners were worried about slave revolts being organized during church. As a chaplain, Hiram helped raise 2 African American Union regiments during the Civil War in Maryland and Missouri. He settled in Natchez, Mississippi, with his wife and 5 daughters. There he continued the ministry and founded schools for black children.
What does raise mean, Doc?
In this context, it means he helped organize 2 Union regiments. Revels also fought at the Battle of Vicksburg.
Okay, gotcha.
In 1868, he was elected as an alderman in Natchez, and in 1869 he was elected to represent Adams County in the Mississippi State Senate. As a Republican, Hiram didn't want to cause any problems with Southern whites, so he voted to restore the rights of Confederate soldiers.
What rights did they lose for fighting for the Confederacy?
Confederate soldiers weren't allowed to vote, they weren't considered citizens, and Southern white people who supported the Confederacy weren't allowed to hold public office. It is theorized that the Ku Klux Klan began with disenfranchised Confederate soldiers.
That would make sense. I can believe after the Civil War there were still some hard feelings. And I still can't believe that at one time black folks were Republicans. And look at it now.
Revels only spent 1 year as a senator, but he fought unsuccessfully for equality in the underclass. That included equality in school segregation and employment opportunities. He was thought of as a great orator for a black man and a credit to his race.
A credit to his race, wow.
For that time, Julia, that was the highest compliment an African American could receive. 2 months shy of the end of Revels' term, he retired and became the first president of Alcorn Agricultural and Mechanical College, which is now Alcorn State. Hiram died on January 16, 1901, while attending a church conference in Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Thank you, Dr. Collison, for this important presentation. One more question, Dr. Collison. What do you think Hiram would think about having an African American president?
I think he would be proud to have an African American president, and would probably see himself in President Obama with similar family backgrounds.
Thank you, Dr. Collison.
Thank you for having me here today.
I want to thank you all for coming to the show. This is Julia Anderson with Real Talk. Bye-bye.